We are blessed to be blessed with this company. I want to take a brief moment for everyone to introduce themselves, and we will get right into the action.
Right. Hello, I am Celtic Scribe, as my screen name says, and I also play Thuldrum, the Dwarven Wizard, for this campaign.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Velvet Fayfair, and I'll be playing Ursula, the Siren Bard.
Hi, it's Haro Chaotic, and I'm Kiwi.
Bree, I'll be playing Fada, the Halfling Cleric.
And I'm Thomas, also Nonstop GM, and I will be playing Helena, the Human Sorcerer.
And I am Bran, your friendly neighborhood druid, and I will be DMing tonight. When we last left our adventurers, they had just been given an epic request from a mysterious little town deep in the woods in the Green Tongue. They were given a quest to redeem another series of adventurers, perhaps, someone that seemed very similar to each of them. They were given a magical map and some seeds that would allow them to find the person and hopefully lead to the redemption. The party discussed, and they assumed that the best course of action would be to go right back where they came from.
There and back again.
There and back again. So a very quick return trip after a brief skirmish and a bottle dodging with some gremlins. They have
not
made
completely my fault, by the way.
Not completely.
They had it coming, okay? They had it coming.
They only had themselves to blame.
Yes, thank you.
If you'd have been there, if you'd have seen it, I think you'd have done the same.
I can't. It's like, oh, man.
A minute in, and we've already hit musicals. Fantastic.
Oh, fantastic.
Got the proper theme for the night. All right, and with that, our adventurers return to Besmarth, the port town. On your return to the town, you notice the tone and feel of it is quite different than when you left. There's not the usual hustle and bustle of shouting pirate or piratical catchphrases at different booths and stalls. None of that seems to be happening. There does, however, seem to be a large gathering near the northern wall, the gated wall that you were denied access to earlier.
Well, that is simpler. I was actually thinking of possibly... Kiwi, do you know of any cartographers or map makers in town?
Yes, they made the map that we had to leave.
I mean a professional, dear. Someone with a bit more an eye for detail, as it were.
You could say that again.
That's the only person I know.
I'm sorry, real quick. Which one of you is carrying the magical map currently?
I thought I was.
I know I have the seats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, should we follow the crowd? They seem quite fixated on...
Isn't that where the party was going to be?
Do you think the gates are open now? We could possibly try getting in this time. Hopefully with a little bit more luck.
We can try.
Yes, and the crowd is certainly a good place to start when looking for these so-called people who need redeemed. A lot of air quotes on that.
Well, if this person that we're looking for would be anywhere, I'm certain they would be at a party.
Do you think it's a masquerade?
That would make our job harder.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't exactly know what they look like anyway, so does it matter?
I was just thinking it'd be nice to wear a fancy mask and
Any party is a costume party if you show up dressed.
does that imply you've shown up to a party naked before?
You don't have to answer that.
That's called the birthday suit.
Okay. Wow.
That yeah. Well, let us
All I'm
see
s-
what the crowd is up to.
All I'm saying is, if we've come all this way back to this pirate town and we don't hear a pirate shanty of any kind, I'm leaving.
Rita just looks and goes, "What's a pirate shanty?"
A very arduous and grating type of song, dear.
I'm sure Ursula could tell you all about them.
What do you mean grating? They're wonderful. Granted, mine end with the ships crashing into jagged peaks, but
Oh my gosh.
That's certainly a lot.
All right.
Well, shall we?
Indeed. So I guess we're walking towards the crowd.
As you
To
make
all the
your
symbols.
approach, it's for that practically the entire town and anyone who happened to be in town at that time is crowding around the gates. There's a very excited bustle about the crowd. There's just, back and forth, chatter between various people, and, then the continuous trying to sneak a glance past the gates.
Thudrin, you're better with people. Why don't you ask what's going on? But it just tap someone on the shoulder. Excuse me, do you know what's all this about?
A rather legitimate looking seafarer glances back behind you and almost with childlike excitement on his withered seaborn face. So, oh, haven't you heard? He's back. The Bard. He's returned to these lands. He's in there. We saw his airship.
Uh,
So that's who was on that ship.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Excuse a foreigner, I guess. Who is this bard?
He looks slightly surprised you wouldn't recognize just by that. Yes. Oh, Tandem the Knife. You know him, right?
Nope.
And I'm going to say chances are, if your character knows the slightest thing about music, you are familiar with the name.
Ursula, would you like to enlighten us?
I would love to. What do I know about Tandem Tonight?
Man, put on the spot there.
Oh, it's like we have a
definitely-
bard.
Definitely one of the most renowned bards of this realm. I'd say probably 30% of songs you hear in any tavern or bar are covers of his work. Has been popular for hundreds of years, it seems. Seemed to have disappeared for a little while. No one was too sure where, but this return seems to have definitely gathered some excitement.
This is the comeback tour.
That seems to be the case. Is so why exactly is everyone crowded out here? If he's in there, shouldn't we be going in and getting a look at this famed musician?
Well, I'd sure like to, but I punched the gate once and nothing happened, so I'm just gonna sit around here hoping for the best.
Yes, we hit the same brick wall, as it were.
They did say that it opens for a party at night. They
That
just
is,
didn't say what night.
that is true. Do you know anything about this party? Talking to the pirate.
Yeah. Shakes his head no. So, no. Wasn't until yesterday we even saw the airship. So this is all sprung upon us.
Getting very interested all of a sudden. Well, thank you for the information. Has anyone actually tried to get past the gate?
Oh, yeah. 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 Jets his thumb at some kid who looks like he was recently beaten down by the guards. He made a good run and jump at it, but well, I guess technically he went the furthest that anyone's gone so far.
Oh, you mean? Oh, what's Well, again, thank you for sharing. It's been very helpful.
I'm glad I could. He's humming one of his favored tunes from Tandem the Knife.
Oh, I think I recognize that.
Well, I'm not one for popular music.
Helena, should
Mhm.
we possibly ask around town? Because I feel like it most certainly our goal could be beyond those gates. Something keeps drawing us there. We have to get into that party, so maybe somebody in town will know something.
Do you think they said they were like us, the people we're trying to redeem? And that's a bard. Do you think the bard could be the one we're here for?
It's possible. He could have been part of whatever group stole the magic from that forest.
And you said he disappeared?
I guess so. I guess, yeah, they just vanished.
He could have gone on vacation.
You can never judge a book by its cover. So just because they're a bard does not mean they're not any good.
The question is, if most of the town is here, where would we find any information? That's my worry.
I find that a cup of ale is always the best place to start, as innkeepers seem to have useful information and rumors, of course, if for the right coin.
Oh, like a mystery.
If
Now
that's
you've
how
got
you
me
want to put
intrigued.
it.
You've got me intrigued again.
We could always just ask the guards if they know what night the party's supposed to be.
Well, if you want to just kill the fun, sure.
Would they recognize us from the other day? From yesterday, I guess?
If it's the same guards, maybe.
Don't you have friends in the guards, Kiwi? Couldn't you, maybe you, I don't know, persuade and sort of grease the wheels or something? I don't quite know.
Yes, Helena has a point. Couldn't you ask for a favor?
I can ask. They've never let me in this part before.
I mean, it is a special occasion, so maybe they'll consider.
Maybe. Who the tower guard bunker area?
All right.
Lead the way.
Yeah. Just start marching over to the
guard
barracks area.
All right. It's an easy walk there because there is no one in the streets.
I guess because of how empty it is, can I, just for tertiary looking around, spot a place that might have maps for sale?
I'm gonna say you could probably find a cartography shop.
I want to inquire something there, but we can do it after we talk to your friends, Kiwi.
Okay.
When we get to the barracks, I'll just like open the door and meander right on in.
All right. Is anyone going with her?
Such a commanding presence.
I suppose I'll accompany her.
I am going to.
Yeah.
Might as well.
You're a cohesive unit.
All right, you knock that door wide open with a familiar slam against the wall behind it. A couple of the guards are, there on rest, slightly shocked by it, and then the moment you're in view, kind of go, just relax again. Yeah, the captain who sent you on your way is there at a table playing solitaire when he glances over to you and puts his pipe in his mouth. Didn't make it too far, did you, Kiwi?
It's a long story. This party, when is it?
Oh, as far as we can tell, it's got to be happening anytime now. They didn't say they would need our services for past the day, so.
They didn't say what time it starts? There's nobody like in the party already to like help set up?
Not that they came through our docks. There's another series on the other side of that wall, but they haven't been moving through this gate.
So is there any way to get in before the party? Like if we want to help cater or something?
He looks very perplexed by by your statement. Catering. Now, Kiwi, don't get me wrong. You have a more sophisticated taste than most people. You can find the beautiful and things that most people wouldn't touch. So I don't know if catering is what they would want from you.
We're good fighters.
Yes, what about entertainment?
I would like
entertainment.
Yes, I would like to state that we do have performers in our band here.
Well, bunch of young upstarts kind of starting a band. Want to make your way? Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh yes, definitely.
I play a mean triangle.
And I do all the practical fire effects for the stage. It's quite lovely.
He nods for a second and sort of does the look away. I used to dream of a life of music. Again, just spaces off for an inordinate long time before kind of snapping back. Well, personally, I can't let you in. Kiwi, you got that badge on you. I'm sure you can talk to the guards at the post. You're clever, but you're good, right? You're not there to cause any trouble.
No, me trouble never.
That's what I thought. I'm sure with that badge, you can convince them to probably lead this band in. This band that was, flips through some paper, clearly should have been on a list, but isn't.
Sounds like a plan.
And again, I may need to stress myself a little further. You're not gonna cause any trouble, right, Kiwi?
No.
Don't worry, sir. We'll keep her out of trouble.
He nods and reaches over and rubs the Kiwi ears. All right. I hope you guys find your way in. I hope you have a night you won't forget.
Certainly.
Don't worry. We will be acting with the utmost discretion. I can promise you that.
As we're leaving, do I have to learn how to play the triangle?
No, I don't think you have to. I think you're fine.
Right, cartographer. I want to. I want to try something.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna say you have a. Oh, you're talking to Kiwi.
No, I'm just heading off to the cartographer shop
Okay.
afterwards. Knowing that Kiwi's badge is enough, I guess we would leave to the shop.
Kiwi's quick to point out where the map maker would be.
Well, if you all give me just a moment, I want to see if these seeds are all we need, or if it is exactly the map and seed combo. I want to try something. And head on inside to. I'm specifically looking. Oh, I guess head into whoever's there, if anyone is. Excuse me. Sorry for interrupting, but do you have a map of the town?
From behind a desk, there's a rather bookish-looking orcish woman. The little round spectacles resting on her nose, her hair just pulled back in a braid as she looks up from your very careful and sets her pens down. What could I help you find?
Apologies. My name is Helena, and I'm in the need for a map of this town in particular, and one with as much detail of districts and regions as possible, if you have one.
She nods a bit and steps over. I think we maybe I'll have some. It's really not such a big town as she says as she's looking through various rolled up scribes. But this should be fairly accurate. She pass over a rolled up tube of paper towards you.
Yeah, open up, and as I roll up, kind of trying to do in one swift motion, taking one of the seeds out of the bag and just sort of dropping it to see if it moves anywhere.
You plink that little seed onto the map and it just sits. No movement, no direction, nothing.
That's a shame. Well, how much for this map?
So, this is practically a tourist guide thing. Just take it. We printed up some when we thought tourists would want to see more of the city. But sure enough, they just wanted the shops and the bars. So take it. It's on.
Oh, well, you're very generous. Thank you. This may seem like a strange question, but you don't happen to have any maps of the sewers or anything like that, just in case? I feel like I have some friends who might get a little rowdy we're going to that party in the upper district, and I think they might get lost, and they tend to go down into some of the weirder places.
She looks again concerned. It shakes her head. No, that would be more in the mayor's keep, I would imagine, not for the traveler's sake. Sorry.
No, it is no trouble. It was, of course, an odd question, but I appreciate this gift. I guess. Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope you find your way out of the sewers.
Oh, trust me, it is not myself. Just some colleagues and such. But yes, I'm sure we'll do just fine. Thank you.
She nods and gets her specs and just kind of returns quietly to her work.
Just bow and leave and meet up everybody else. Well, it would appear my plan did not go as planned, but can't seem to get a detailed location on who exactly we are looking for. But I'm sure we'll figure it out. Eh?
Yeah, let's go.
Hmm.
Let's go see if we can get inside.
Before we dip, I'm gonna flip that coin I took from the fountain. I'll just toss it back in a fountain. Just like we're cool.
We're square.
Well, I ain't no square.
I'm not sure karma works that way, but you can try.
If it is take a penny, leave a penny.
I say at this point we're coming to late afternoon.
I would like to make an idea suggestion and say, if this fails, we could always have Ursula possibly swim and sneak through the other dock, if that's possible. I'm not sure what the protections are, but it's worth a shot.
That's up to Ursula, but that's certainly not a bad idea.
I'm not opposed. I would just have no idea how to open the gate from the other side. I remember the last time the guards mentioned that it only opens at night, not really when they want it to.
So then I guess we need to wait. We need to waste some time.
Or we could.
As it would be.
Yes.
Are we gonna go talk to the guard?
Yes, we might
Yes,
as well.
let's try that first, and if all else fails, there's the ocean.
To the guards!
And that is an ultimatum there. I'm gonna say, Kiwi, you have very little effort pushing and shunting through the crowd to get to the front gate, and I assume everyone's just gonna follow in her wake.
I was gonna say that I think, being as this day is coming to an end, I think Thuldrim's gonna hang behind, like near the fountain, and just kind of like record in his journal what's happened so far.
Okay.
Elena would follow, but it would be more like the like a teen comedy movie with the wallflower character just sort of getting bumped, but somehow everyone just keeps bumping back into her. She's sorry, I apologize.
It is about the same size as Kiwi, so she's following probably right behind her.
I'm lagging behind because as we make our way forward, I'm just gonna sow a couple of seeds and just whisper in the right ears, be like, "Wow, it's pretty messed up. They're making you wait outside. Like you live here too. You should get to go to the party."
And as the party as my party kind of leaves my eyesight, I yell back at them, "Make sure you let me know if they're gonna let us in. I'll be here."
Just thumbs up.
Do we see the same two guards? Or the
I'm
same
gonna
set of
say-
guards? Are they different?
I'm gonna give you different guards for this one.
There was a shift rotation. You know, obviously
yeah,
it's
they're
like
not gonna be here, 24 hours straight. That's madness.
I'll just walk up to them and like flash the badge and be like, "Hey, these people were supposed to be in. They were like, the list got wet and their name got smeared. Let them in. Now we need to get in."
The guard glances at you. Oh, hey, Kiwi. Let's see. That is a pickle. Who are they?
Oh, they're entertainment.
Well, that's good to know. Who do I say has arrived?
We need
I
to come up
will-
with a name quickly.
Turn around and look at them.
And,
Just look at Ursula. Come on. This is you know, this is
Ursula and the
worth it.
Buccaneers.
Yar.
Ursula and the Buccaneers?
We have costumes waiting for us inside.
Very important.
Let me see what they have. He reaches into a pouch and pulls out a small earring and kind of peers it through his ear. Yes, we have guests that were supposed to be allowed access. Ursula and the Buccaneers. Oh. Right then. Yeah. Flex away, pops that back into his pouch. Says, yes, just 1 minute. They'll open the gates right for you.
And I think at this time,
Good work,
Who-
Kiwi.
Who's the tallest out of our group?
I guess it would be Ursula and
I think
Helena.
Ursula,
would be,
wasn't it?
Helena looks shorter because she hunches a little bit.
Yeah, Ursula's pretty tall.
I think we
Yeah.
figured Ursula was
Yeah.
the tallest.
Yeah.
group.
I'll just like look over at Ursula and be like, this is gonna be a little weird, but just roll with it. And I'm gonna like scramble up you and I'm gonna start waving towards the fountain.
Thorldrum just kind of like looks up from his journal, closes it, and sees like these little hands and ears like above the crowd, just like shaking frantically. All right, I guess that's my signal. He kind of like just shuffles through the crowd, his broad shoulders just kind of bumping into people.
And once I see him coming, I'll just scramble down and be like, yeah, thank you, sorry.
Just take that deep breath.
That's our accordion player coming. He was late. Yar.
I turn to Fado. What's this now going on?
Band known as Ursula and the Buccaneers. Just roll with it.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay, fine. Yarg.
We play accordion.
What? Okay. That's what I get for lagging behind.
It's like the really wiriest smile, just like.
As you continue to whisper your plot to each other, there's a ripple effect on the gate, as suddenly the magic field just seems to part, and the gate swings open. The guards instantly sort of block a path for you, as other people start to attempt to push through as well.
Just
Go ahead and go forward.
Mhm.
give a curtsy to the guards and
I'm gonna say thank you to every single guard.
thank you.
Just thank you.
Not
Thank
even,
you. Thank you for your service.
Not even kind of just shoving back a crazed fan.
Thank you.
Thuldrum's just gonna put his hood back up over his braids and just kind of shove his way past.
Ursula, is this what it's like all the time? This is quite exhilarating.
The places are usually nicer, but
Well, let's head in. Let's have a little look.
The moment you let's have you step through those gates.
Ooh, map change. Ooh.
So the moment you step through the gates, I'm going to say, Ursula, you are the most excited because at the sudden sensation, you feel yourself stepping upon water.
Oh.
Then everyone else notices there's sort of a splash under your foot as you step through. However, when you pick your foot back up, it's instantly dry. There's no soaking through any of your boots or any of our bare feet friends. It's almost just the water just pulled away the moment your foot left.
Ah, fascinating. What kind of water magic are they using here?
It's just repeatedly picking her foot up and putting it back down. Just like, oh my god.
It's the same
Kiwi's
effect. Yeah.
Gonna give a little jump to see if it splashes.
It does indeed give a splash, but then sort of just pulls back away and just sort of where it was.
Thuldrum's gonna he's gonna crouch down and cup a bunch of water in his hands and then let it run through his fingers. And he's just observing it.
As you lifted your hands, it felt like water, but you notice once it's up and away, it feels much more dense, almost just significantly drawn back to its back to the floor, back to the flooded floor.
Interesting. It acts like sand, but it looks as if it's water. I've never seen
Yes.
anything like this.
But just remember, we're trying to look professional. Like we've been to a place like this before. Come on, everyone. Even though Helena, realizing is doing the exact same thing, like, splashing her.
can I roll an Arcana check to see if I recognize this effect?
Of course.
We get what did we
Not
get?
terrible.
13.
Ooh.
When it's not entirely uncommon to see sort of a elemental play at illusions at different temples that you may have come across in the past. This seems to be a much stronger degree, though. This seems to be that someone puts serious effort into this spells.
We'll definitely have to ask the origin of this. So the ship of the bard, where is that?
As you pull your eyes away from the water,
Yeah.
you can certainly see this airship hovering just away from the manor.
And is this manor the only building here?
It is the only building that you see here.
Okay. Well, it'd be easy to find this bard if we need to talk to them, at least.
Are there other people moving about this area, or
Not out here, not that you see.
It seems like a lot of land, very lavish for a single manor. Wonder who lives here.
Probably someone not very fun, but we probably have to talk to them. Shall we?
Yes, quite.
Ursula, I feel like you might be the one who has to do all the talking.
I will undertake that quest.
Yes,
All
as it is Ursula and the Buccaneers, you are our band leader. after all.
Well, I will say Helena is trying her very best with whatever she has to try and clean herself up a little bit. Like splashing some of the water to try and get rid of some of the like permanent stains off of her like rolls and stuff like that. It's like, I feel very underdressed.
I'm gonna say it does seem to pull away some of the grime when it leaves.
Okay. But I'm doing well. Not panicking at all.
Kiwi's gonna stomp as they walk, just so there's little splashes.
I was about to say Helena does the exact same thing.
Sure enough, as the two of you march, again, every stomp just sort of sends the water out, and it quickly just kind of pulls back in underneath your foot. As you approach the front, you notice no door. You do notice a certain set of designs on the stoop sounds like the absolute worst way to word it, but I'm going to go with that for now.
What are these designs? Are they like?
Oh, I'm sorry.
pictures, or-
I thought that was to yourself.
No. I was actually.
It seems, I'm going to say it's simple enough. It seems like a summoning circle.
Oh.
Is it like a doorbell? Do we ring it and someone appears?
Possibly, or it could be a portal, as there is no physical doorway.
Well, let's try stepping on it.
Just
Before anybody does anything, I am gonna detect magic, to make sure what we are about to step on is safe.
foot hovering on over it.
Just gonna stick my hand out, and he just kind of like focuses on the symbol, the circle of symbols.
I'm going to say you don't pick up anything that seems concerning to you.
Okay.
There is definitely a lot of magical residue around you right now.
Mm-hmm.
There is apparently magic all around you.
Well, yeah.
But as far as you can tell, this seems like a summoning circle.
Okay. Oh, don't know if we don't try. And Thildrum just kind of shuffles forward and puts both feet firmly into the center of the circle.
Ada follows.
And Helena net after Fida.
Pile onto the magic elevator.
The last.
The moment Kiwi scrambles after the party, nothing happens.
What?
The circle does not seem to activate.
Is there
You
anything?
hear,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
and say, you hear a voice from up
Right.
above. You don't see anyone, but you hear a voice, yell out to you. Why not give us a little song?
And we thought this was going to be easy.
We don't have our instruments. Oh, what a shame. Right, everyone?
Yes, we still have to set up our instruments. It's quite a strenuous process.
I'm just the muscle.
And there's fire effects involved. We need a stage. It's just we're very ill prepared.
But Ursula, our singer, is very good. Right? You are good at this, right? Right.
I'll sing those scales that like Fiona sang for the bird and Shrek. I, as a person, cannot sing, so I won't.
I was going to force you to actually give a performance check.
$18. Okay.
There's a bit of a pause after your scales. Sure would be just a bit better if the rest of the band was able. And with that, in a blue flash, you are no longer there.
Here.
Where are we? Where did we appear?
We are in hell.
If you are in hell, the first thing you notice is it smells really nice. You may have been expecting like a brimstone or a sulfur, and that's not the case. It's a strong scent of fresh water and baked bread, and that's definitely meat there. That's definitely pork and turkey, and there is a spread. The scent of food just wafts your direction.
Kiwi immediately starts drooling.
Does it look like there's anybody guarding the food, or is it just like, is it like a welcome smorgasbord?
It looks like a welcoming smorgasbord as far as you can see.
Well, Foldrum's going to acknowledge that his stomach has been grumbling since they got back into town, and
Kiwi's already 2 steps ahead.
goes straight for the salted pork. Nothing better.
All right, you make your way directly to the table and just start enjoying.
Helena is instantly looking around to make sure there's nobody watching.
So
There are quite a few, well, not quite a few, but all the eyes in the room are now currently watching you.
Oh, great.
It's not in a judgmental way, just in a quick read,
Mm.
and then seem to go about whatever they were doing prior.
Do the people in the room look like, I mean, obviously it's a party, so they're lavishly dressed. Are they wearing like masquerade masks or anything, or?
So on first glance, you would be inclined to think that several of them were wearing masks.
Mm.
You see some strange faces you would not expect to see in the middle of a city. So at this point, you don't entirely know. You should have access to your tokens if you want to directly move wherever you want to be.
I do not.
Yeah, I currently.
I
No.
cannot move my token now.
Oh, of course. Continue with the party while I fix this.
But, I kind of wish I established this earlier, but I like Helena will pull out from her bag her mask that she uses for the more rotting corpses and stuff that she usually deals with. So, and it's a stereotypical plague doctor's mask that she would decide to affix. It's like, I feel like I should join in.
It is
Kiwi.
like directly a plague doctor's mask.
Yeah, just long like snout with the goggles, and
All right.
it makes me feel comfortable not looking at us and not looking me in the face anymore.
Kiwi reaches the meat area and immediately does the shark jaw thing and just starts shoving food into her mouth. And then, like, about 30 seconds after that, she just kind of stops and she's like, no, we're fancy. And she sits down at the table, like, in a chair that's slightly too big. So over the table, all you can see are her ears. And she's, like, very delicately now picking up meat and eating it.
Pinky's up.
There was
Just
a rather
remember, dear, that's
rather
what everyone-
posh looking dwarven fellow at the table that saw this maneuver. Just kind of gives a proper. "Mhm. That's how it's done."
Looking around, is there anyone who seems to be like officiating this party? Anyone who seems to be the focus?
Not that you can tell at this point. As you get a closer view of these party goers, now that you have your mask and you're a little more comfortable to mingle, at the table to the far east, there is indeed two devils bickering at each other. One of them is clearly a succubus, very pleasing to the eye and form. And the other one is, again, something you really would not expect to see in the middle of the city. We're talking about a proper looking devil, the various spikes and jowls and, wings, twitching every time the argument seems to heat up at that table.
Helena would just, with more confidence, sort of just straight over and try and get a listen to the more detail of their argument. And if it's something that she can chime in on, maybe chime in. If it is something she can.
Are you trying to stealthy sneak, or are you just
Oh no, like
casual?
Yeah, everyone would see that with the mask on that she has a more prideful stride, like, her back's a lot straighter and she's able to just more confidence to sort of stride across towards them.
As you casual your way to the table, again the voices are getting heated. The succubus is, they're just glancing at the other devil there. So, I don't care how angry you are. He clearly belongs to me. That was our deal. And then the other devil on the other side is just fuming. I'll send you back to the hells myself. He belongs to me. A deal is a deal. That was the bargain.
Sorry for interrupting, but who are you talking about? Seems like quite a intense conversation.
They glance over your direction. Well, the same reason I assume you're here. You've come to collect.
Yes, old debts. Yes, I have many. They are.
The succubus leans into your direction. She goes, I certainly hope you weren't here to collect his soul, because that already belongs to me. The devil shoots her a dirty glare.
Like, oh no. My debt is more monetary, luckily. No, I won't be stepping on any of your toes. Don't you worry.
Give a nod. Almost agreeable to that, and kind of go back to just staring at each other.
Just look over at everyone, just with a very, I guess you can't see through the mask, but it's a very like, what the fuck? Look, shit. What's going on?
I think
Something
Soldrum's gonna kind of like, he's gonna kind of be like having a goblet of wine in his hand, and he's kind of just like looking about the room, just like nodding at people, giving a wink here and there, just being kind of like as in the moment as he can be to fit in. And he kind of bumps into Helena again. Did you find anything out?
Just sort of trying to be more casual and against the wall. Yes, it would appear that everyone here, or most, I guess, maybe everyone, is here to collect debts from someone. Possibly is this Bard, or maybe he is also here to collect a debt. I'm not quite sure yet.
I was speculating something earlier, and it was on the tip of my mind that if this indeed is the person that was part of stealing the magic from that forest, perhaps they made a deal of some kind to obtain such a power. And if that's the case, then it seems that we're going to be having far more trouble than just interacting with this person.
That certainly seems to be the case. Is this like one large room, or is there like other?
This here seems like one large room.
And are there
It's
any
completely
side
open.
rooms? Oh,
It's
so
like
there's
a
no
ball-
side rooms.
It's like a ballroom.
Yeah.
Yes.
We need to get to that airship, I think. We might be able to get a better understanding of what's going on.
I think we might be looking for a set of stairs or something, anything to get to the roof.
Sure enough, on a glance, you see some spiraling staircases.
Are they guarded?
You see two figures stationed near this throne, but they don't look to be typical guards per se.
So actually, that's my first thought. How many people are armed here?
Armed? It doesn't look like anyone is armed in here.
Well, we should probably gather everyone else and have a look up, maybe up these stairs. We might get away with it.
True. We could give the excuse that we need to prepare. Maybe they'll let musicians up there.
Let's give it a shot.
All right.
As you attempt your way towards the stairwell, you pass through, we'll say, the crowd of 8 or so. To the lower table, there's clearly a hag, sort of looming over the table. Her fingers kind of clutching at various bits of meat as she just kind of plops bits of sausage into her gullet, and just gives a horribly warm smile your direction as you pass. Gives you a little bit of a little wave, and
Just
continues to shovel into her lips.
Doldrum, I'm gonna say Doldrum's not really phased by her look when he passes by her, and he just gives her like a madam, and like walks on.
This place is very dangerous. I think this is not good, but we'll be fine. I'm sure we'll be fine.
You say dangerous. I say intriguing.
Hmm.
Think of the things we could learn from all these different characters.
Just before we head to the stairs, Helena will try and like usher everyone else to try and get them to follow.
Fate has just been wandering, so she'll follow.
Kiwi is still like just meat.
There will be more meat when the meat will stay there. I'm pretty sure they have enough. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Our forest to save. Please tell me Ursula is like breaking down and just dancing the night away.
Ursula's flirting with the succubus.
Oh,
of course.
God dang it.
Go on.
What would she be doing?
just like about to fade you.
The
Like,
su-
oh,
the succubus
no.
looks kind of torn. Like she keeps glancing at you and she wants to play the game. She wants to flirt, but hearing the bellowing cackle of the devil next to her and the discussion of the prize, which is rightfully hers, just she's torn at this moment.
Oh, I mean, if I notice she's torn, I'm leaving. I
Okay.
get the undivided attention, or not at all.
All right. And within a moment, you
As soon as she looks away, I
make your
pull up
distance.
Batman, and I'm just gone.
why that sense either. All right, so you're making your way up to the stairs.
Yes, indeed.
All right. You pass through there. There's a rather elegantly dressed elven woman having idle chit chat with a clearly well-to-do human male, as they just sort of banter and seem like they're waiting for the time to begin. Their time is valuable and they really shouldn't be waiting, but this is clearly a special occasion, so we'll let it pass.
So is that an actual pile of treasure that's like sitting behind this throne?
You can go check it out.
Nah. I'm just quick glance as we're going towards the stairs, I guess, to see if it's
That definitely looks like real treasure.
this very opulent in this place.
What exactly is this party for, I wonder? It's not exactly advertised.
It's worrying, but maybe this bard can clear up some information.
There might be something more sinister going on, so do be careful.
Oh, of course. No, this is very obviously the most sinister place I have ever been. And I work as a mortician.
That's saying a lot.
I have dealt with a lot of criminals.
All right, you make
Yeah.
your way up the stairs. I'm gonna say the two near the throne kind of glance at you, but give you a polite nod, and have no effort in trying to stop you.
Well, this is very casual. It's like we belong here. They don't even mind.
I'm more worried that they think whatever their prize is, it's not going to be stolen so easily. I don't think they're worried about us too much.
I just don't like how easy this all feels.
Oh no. You can't see it behind my mask, but I am screaming. You guys won't be able to see it, but it's like a perpetual just sort of yeah.
Eternally screaming its mood.
So yeah, just trying to make the way towards this airship.
Yes. So it looks like we're in a bunker area, like with rooms.
As you make your way up the stairs, there does seem to be a series of small rooms and a hallway. You hear that voice again, the one that called out to you earlier, suggesting that you sing.
Is
You're
there a-
f-
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
You're oddly familiar, but I
Ah.
guarantee. Oh, no. I'm positive I don't owe you anything.
That old chestnut, it's getting old already.
Why are you here?
I'm going to address the voice directly. Real quick, what was the name of the bard?
Tandem the knife.
Tandem the Knife. Okay. Pardon, good sir. But are you Tandem the Knife by chance?
I am the one and only.
Ah, I see. Yes. Well, if you'd be so kind, we just have a few questions. You don't owe us anything, of course. But a moment of your time would be most considered.
There's a deep pause and yes, all right, shoot.
And Thuldrum kind of like looks at everybody, like waiting for their approval.
Is it okay if we speak face to face? It is odd that we're talking to a disembodied voice.
Let's first find out why you're here, and then I think we can arrange something.
Is this conversation gonna be private?
It remains between just us six.
I trust him.
All right. Well, if we must, we are here because we have reason to believe that a person we are seeking has come to this area, this village, this pirate village, if you will, and we come seeking a person who might know more about the what was it, the green
Green
thumb
tongue.
or the
Green
green
tongue.
tongue. Might know more about the green tongue. You see, we're trying to resolve a matter of magic that has gone missing with the green tongue. So if you have any information about that whatsoever, I know it's a strange question, sir, but that is why we are here.
That is indeed a strange question. One I did not expect to be answering. How curious. Go on, tell me more.
Well, first I would like to ask another question. Do you recognize us at all? Do we look familiar in any way to you?
There's a glance over, you pause. Well, you travel for so many years and it's sometimes hard to remember. But there is just something about you. Makes me think of me.
I think Thuldrum's going to turn to Helena and the rest of them and just say, like, I'm not sure where to go with this. I think he might be hiding something, but I'm not entirely sure. What should we ask?
His voice interrupts. The green tongue.
Yes.
Tell me more. What did you see?
Well,
Spooky village in the forest.
yes. What the little one said. It was a spooky forest. Quite unnerving, actually. These people claimed to have known us, but that was the first time we had ever seen that village.
Granted, it's been some years, but I certainly don't recall a village there.
So, but you have been through the Green Tongue.
Oh, yes. I remember it now.
You didn't happen to take or know of anyone taking a power that some strange magic that the Green Tongue seemed to have.
Long, drawn out pause. You finally hear him speak up. Step into the circle. Come on.
Well, she just Helena
Get a
just
boss.
go
Yeah.
straight for it.
Yeah.
He
Straight
was-
for?
Charge forward.
All right. Again, there's that bright flash of a vibrant blue. and you've made your way into what you assume would be the upper room of this manor.
As we appear, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna like turn to everyone and be like, just kind of warn them, like, guard yourselves, lads. We don't know what awaits us.
I am certainly ready.
You see a absolutely stunning looking male elf, and just absolute finery. One of the most elaborate coats that you could possibly think of. So many various colors and various silks and fabrics that you probably have never come across in your lives. But he instantly does the glance over at Tholdrum. Ready yourselves.
Oh, it's simply for our performance, if need be.
Good
Also-
save.
Give a deception.
Oh, God.
You don't know what I'm saying in this mask. I've got to see.
Let's see. Deception, is that, let's see. That would be under performance?
It's a skill, isn't it?
Is it?
Deception should be its own skill.
I believe
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
Above,
it's
above diplomacy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Got it. Okay.
10.
Right
Oh
on.
boy. Oh boy.
If he sets his pants on fire, is that advantage?
Definitely so. Yeah. Just glance at you. I'm sorry. Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. You see, I've lived for hundreds and hundreds of years. I know I look young and dumb, but rest assured, I'm just dumb. So, again, Ursula and the Buccaneers, the band that just showed up out of nowhere. Wonderful to see you. Tell me more about why you're here. He slumps back into his chair near a desk. What is it?
Go ahead, Phil.
What is it you think you're finding?
Well, you see, sir, if we must be so forward,
Please.
we are seeking a person who have done something quite dastardly to a very sacred wood, that being of the Green Tongue. We are doing a pleasure to the people from this strange village that we mentioned before, that we seek these people out and we retrieve the magic back from them that they stole.
The cocky smile sort of twinges a bit. I think this may be the first time in my very long life anyone's referred to me as dastardly.
Thuldrum just kind of like slowly puts down his hood and like grips his staff.
Oh,
I'm not saying you're wrong, but no one's ever said it. Yes, I know what you're talking about. And he opens up his hand, and within a moment you see it looks to be metal sprouting and twisting, and it's almost, when it's done, almost a teardrop shape of like a harp out of just polished silver and white gold, strings down the center, and on the outer edge just seems to be a beautifully bright blade as it just materializes into his hand. Yes, I think I know exactly what you're looking for.
Why? Oh, let me phrase my question. Why, sir, then did you take the magic from the wood, and with whom did you intend to do it with?
Oh, that was a long time ago. Who were they? I traveled with them for quite a while. Oh, there was the little loud one. There's the big angry one. Oh, the creepy one. Yes. I wrote a couple songs about him. Some Tumbly Tum Bum Bum. Oh, it'll come to me. It'll come to me.
Does
I'm
anyone
sorry.
else? Does anyone else have anything to say in this situation?
Why take this magic? What purpose does it have? Why did you need it? What do you want it for?
Why did I want to slay a giant monstrosity and take wealth and glory for myself? I'm very sorry. I thought you were adventurers. Are you the caterers?
Now hold
You
on.
little one. I would like.
Now hold on a second. There was nothing said of a monstrosity in those woods.
Well, of course not. We killed it. You're welcome.
That
And
doesn't. That does not
nothing-
jive with what we have seen.
Nothing
Trust me.
adds up. Nothing adds up. Yeah.
I don't trust you.
What kind of monstrosity?
Yes. What did you see in the wood?
I didn't ask its name.
I didn't ask for its name. I said what
It-
kind.
It was there. It attacked. We attacked. It. You know, these things happen. I'm sure I've written a song about it somewhere that puts it into better detail.
Can you
We
tell us
won.
what
We
it?
were great.
Can you tell us what it looked like?
I know it was big. I'm gonna assume lots of tentacles and teeth, probably. Yeah, that sounds right. Yes, because in the song, it's the yeah.
Bard, let me ask you. Did it speak to you?
Did you just refer to me as Bard?
Yes. Quiet. I classify people by what they by their profession.
Not wrong.
Very well, caterer. No, it did not speak to me. Or if it did, I certainly didn't hear it. It could have been muffled out by my own screams of terror and the copious amounts of fireballs that the little loud one was sending its way. The big angry one, he was screaming a lot too. It was really noisy. You know, I really didn't get a good grasp on the conversation of the moment.
You remember
How do
where?
How do I insight check this guy? I don't trust a single thing he says.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I'm looking for like the equivalent of insight, and I don't see anything.
Isn't it with perceive?
Yeah,
no.
I think we just use it as a perception.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That makes sense.
I'm not
Can
good
I
at this.
roll a lore to see if I recognize the beastie he's talking about?
Sure.
I got a 22.
Nice.
Nice.
No.
You got a 22.
Yeah.
You are certain he's telling the truth. And these ramblings of word salad, for whatever reason, it just kind of makes sense. Like, no. Okay, I can see that. And as far as Ursula is concerned, you now are pretty sure you have heard the song that he was referring to. It is very much about a fantastic bard and his humble friends that he saved against a great beast in the dark woods. That through the power of music, he was able to vanquish such a creature. So as far as lore, you do have that.
Okay.
Do you remember where you fought this monstrosity?
He kind of points his fingers to where he assumes the forest would be from his position. The big scary woods that no longer have big scary monsters. So for the second time, you're welcome.
Yes. Do you know
So-
where in the woods? It's a pretty big woods. Do you have anything like you could tell us to maybe where it was?
Is
Like
there a
some
landmark that you remember?
landmark? I can remember the word.
Well, did you see the remains of a giant green monster?
No.
No, you see, sir.
Then
Then
you must have missed the spot.
Question.
Yes, my little friend.
What's this party for?
I wasn't about to get to that.
He suddenly kind of pulls away, like almost he forgot about the party. Yeah, the party. Okay. Calm it down, Tandem. Okay, we've so there's a lot of bad people downstairs.
Noticed?
You don't say.
Yes, I didn't think I had to, but let us iterate. There are some bad people down there, and they all, through no fault of my own, own, or they don't own it. They're expecting various pieces of me. Some of it's money, some of it's souls, some of it's pieces of me.
Thuldrum just kind of like puts his hand up. So let me get this straight. You made a deal with some devils and now you owe them. Is this correct to assume?
When I made the deal, I thought I worded it correctly.
It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. And then I thought, well, okay, so the other time I got stuck in a hell. I thought, well, what happens if, I do the bargain again? If there's two devils that want my soul, theoretically, neither can have my soul. And, I did that chase for a little while.
And by curiosity, did you
Yes.
ask for fame, fortune, glory? What did you get in return for your soul?
Oh, for the devils?
Mm.
Well,
Yeah.
I got stuck in a hell one time. Again, not my fault. Bit of an accident. Made a deal. It got me out of there. The second time, I got stuck in a different hell. Not my fault, but I made the deal and got out of it.
These things happen.
They really do.
Urza's just nodding vigorously, like, yeah, this is par for the course.
It's just, it happens. What am I going to do?
Lay in your own bed that you made.
What are we
Well-
supposed to do about it?
What is the party for?
What are you supposed to do about it?
It's a poor
He kinda
bard that
he kinda
lays in their own bed.
He kind of sings, exactly. Kind of sings the phrase to himself. What are you going to do about it? Yes. You want this back, correct? He waves his now empty hand in your direction.
Yes.
Can I do I mean, I know it's not in his hand anymore, but can I do like read aura?
I wanted to do that as well, but it took a
Yeah.
minute. And I
Sure.
was like, I don't like
It is definitely a vibrant green. It
Bingo.
almost looks like either roots or veins that just seem to follow through his arm and through him.
Yes, we definitely want that. Let me guess, you want us to pull your ass out of the fire, as it were?
No, because that would be me owing you. What we're doing here is a transaction.
You can't tell,
You're
but I'm
gonna do-
squinting at you. I don't like you.
You're going to do something for me. I will give this to you. And Tandem the Knife will disappear from this plane. All debts taken care of.
If we do what?
So now I am so glad you're here. Because now that I think about this, it is so much easier with friends. Yeah, makes
Friends
his
is
way.
a bit strong.
Yes, strong friends. Yeah, plucks a strange-looking little jar off the table. Inside it, it looks like tiny little silvery pebbles in there. Just enough of them for the amount of a guest that were downstairs. We got there.
I see.
Do you?
Yes. I am a scholar, as you may have already guessed, and I know exactly the kind of ailment that you hold in your hand.
Oh, I sincerely doubt it, but please, scholar.
You want us to poison your guests.
I am offended. Twice you have offended me, sir. Twice.
You make it kind of easy.
Yes, you're not very likable.
I
Shouldn't offend bards. We'll write
Would
nasty
be-
songs about you.
would be the richest man in all of the lands if I didn't know so much of it to these people. That's how likable I am.
So real quick, I'm assuming that I've stated that I know what he's holding. It specifically, what are the silver pellets like? Is there a name for them, or
On first glance, you do not recognize him. I mean, you make an assumption that he wants you to poison the group, but
okay? I was just gonna make a statement, but never mind.
no, please do.
Okay. I was gonna like name them or something, but so you're telling me now that you don't mean for us to take those pellets of, I'm just spitballing here, Gremlin Nightlocks and put them in your guest's drink?
That is a type of poison. He seems very confused by the words you said.
I just wanted to be clear that that's what you're asking us to do.
You have to get this inside of them.
You want us to poison them.
Okay, it's not poison. I am not some sort of assassin or rogue, or
Will it
And
kill
what-
them?
And what is it if it's not poison?
I promise it's not going to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
Insight check.
Go for it.
I don't trust this Reaver like guy. I don't trust him at all. Never trusted Reaver, and I don't trust this guy. Well, I got a 6.
It's pretty obvious to you that he's not going to kill anyone with these things.
His wily charms are starting to work on me. We need to leave.
You don't know why, but you just look at those little things. They're obviously not poison.
Then what do they do?
I'm glad you asked, but I'll be even more glad to show you.
Oh God.
Oh, boy.
So, if we can come to an agreement here,
I kind of like lean over to Theta, and I'm just like, as unbearable as this guy may be, I think we need to take this deal. We kind of need the magical item that he holds.
We could just beat him up and take it.
I mean, do you think you could take him?
Probably not, but it would make me feel better. But
he's doing this the whole time you're talking. By the way.
yeah, again, Helena's being very open about what she's saying. She's not hiding a single.
I mean,
No,
Ursula.
he's clearly fine with you stating it.
Yeah.
I mean, Ursula could seduce him.
About
Not
my
going to.
speed.
Yeah, I was about to say, not waste that energy.
It's almost a guarantee you're not the first person to want to attack him.
Oh yeah, I
Any
can tell.
stretch.
So do we do this?
If it's not going to kill anyone, then I don't see why not.
I'm the same.
But we should haggle for more.
I think we're fine with getting this.
Wait a minute. Ursula's got a point. What more would you be talking about?
I
What
wasn't
does
talking
he
about
have?
anything.
He's already given most of himself to the people downstairs. What more does he have?
I mean,
know what?
we
This
could
coat
use some
is
coin.
mine. I will not part with it.
I don't care about the coat.
Can we have
Well,
the
you
ship?
should.
Could we have some of the treasure downstairs?
That treasure doesn't belong to me. I don't care what you do with it.
Who does
Well-
it belong to?
Us now.
I
That's
don't
not
know.
how
No
that works.
concern. No concern.
I do not like this guy.
Mhm.
Not my treasure. It's just always here.
Yeah.
You don't know it if it
Not
leaves.
right.
Can you picture that lonely treasure stuck here? We could show it the world.
Well, if
But
you
they'll
want to do
notice.
that,
Look, I
Go ahead.
don't care about that treasure at all. Doesn't belong to me. If you want to try to take it out of here, be my guest. That is your thing.
so are we doing this? Silver pellets for the energy of the forest, yes? Looking at everybody else.
Dear
Let's do it.
lords, I hope your comrades aren't this
Question.
unbearable.
Uh-oh.
When does the party start? Like, when are the people of the town going to be let in? Are they going to be let in?
Oh, heavens no.
Okay.
That would just make things more difficult. This was something I sent out just for them. I said it was time to take care of my debts, and they jumped at the opportunity.
Hey, I'm just trying to
No.
make sure that the random citizens aren't going to be involved.
No, wouldn't dream of killing my worshippers, fans,
I thought you weren't killing anyone.
and I'm not. But if things got ugly, someone could be in danger.
Can
Good
I
catch,
insight
Vita.
this time?
Of course you can.
Can I also insight?
Go wild.
God damn it, I'm in the wrong. Okay. There we go.
Do we check on it?
I got a 27.
Ooh.
Ooh. Nice.
21.
Nice.
Nice.
He really isn't going to kill anyone.
Hmm.
You believe that in your heart of hearts.
So should we shake on it then?
Yes, I think that would be a wonderful thing for friends to do.
Helena,
Friends is still very strong of a word.
Helena gives him her gloved hand.
Yeah,
for a shake. And tries to grip as tightly as she can.
he extends the hand that materialized that harp earlier. And really,
Yeah, mine's back there.
Gato.
I have a moment.
and, he extends his hand and takes yours into it.
She just looks him again, can't see a guess because the mask's just like, just remember, we might be just as scary as the people downstairs.
And
try
I
and
have-
trick us.
No intention of finding out. Once this is done, I disappear. I hop on my airship, and there's a million other places to go.
Oh yes, do make sure to, sing a song about us in your journeys.
And maybe don't sell any other parts of you.
Fantastic lesson. Where were you 250 years ago?
Not alive yet.
Well, I forgive you.
Wow.
All right. Okay.
This
I'm not gonna
guy.
even. No. Okay. Let's just go do.
Helena
the
is like trying to like usher. Like,
Can
let's
you
go,
can you
let's go.
can you activate the portal, please? We would like to do this.
Get this move on.
Yes, yes.
little
Get
Who
on it.
has the little silver beads?
Oh,
I
Helena
still
would
do.
take them.
Yeah.
Helena would take them. It's like, nope, these are mine now.
Remember, one each, and make sure all of the guests get them. Don't kill my servants, please.
Which
Well,
ones
not
are
my
those?
servants. The house servants. The cute little young lady and the little dragony snappy guy.
Ah, okay.
I'm
They don't
alarmed by your use of the
they're-
word kill.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing, Kiwi.
I don't know how you people do your business. You just kind of threatened me a moment ago. So I'm asking you to not kill the innocent people in this place.
Oh, we haven't killed
Do
anyone
they
so
get
far.
a bead?
No, no bead for them. Let's make that distinctively clear. No bead for the little snappy guy or the little blonde lady. No beads. Be very bad if they get the beads and the other people do not get the beads.
Okay, can we please go? His ego is starting to take up all the oxygen in the room.
While we
I-
go, can I cast detect magic on the thing?
On what?
On the little pebbles?
Sure.
Let it load. There you go.
It is definitely a magic. However, you are very unfamiliar with this. Like with most magics, you can get a bead off of it, whether it's necrotic or holy or nature. This is so very alien in its feel. That's almost like it doesn't, almost like its magic doesn't generally exist in this plane.
Huh.
It's getting better by the moment.
Never seen magic like this.
Where did
Yes,
you-
that was not easy to find, let me tell you. And I will be happy to answer every question in your hearts. But time is a little limit, so we'll talk about my background later. Is there anything that you need to know before you save me?
Will
Nope.
it dissolve into liquid?
Nope, just teleport us out of here post haste, please.
Yeah. Points over to Veda. Yes. Make
Got
sure
it.
they drink it all.
Okay.
Right, well, I'm leaving.
All right.
Yep.
And with that, good luck, people. If you fail, rest assured, I will not be here to hear about it.
Then where are you gonna leave the? How are we gonna get the thing?
Well, if you fail, you don't get the thing. You see how that works. If you succeed, I'll be right here waiting for you with big smoochies, and we'll open up a good bottle of wine, and I will tell you 1,000 stories and 100 songs.
I'm starting to see why you owe all these people so many things. Okay, let's go.
Yes, please, can we leave?
Because I don't read the fine print.
Yeah, I
now,
can
on
tell.
with you. On with you. I'm very proud of you all.
Just get me on this magic circle and get me out of
He's
here.
like, Thorndrum's just kind of like stomping on the circle.
He's like, go, go, go.
The moment your group is there, you do return to the other circle. And with
I wanna
that,
punch him in the face.
He can still hear us.
we are
Before-
gonna.
Before we
Of
left,
course
I
I
left my
can.
autograph book on a little desk.
Rest assured. And with that, you return to the previous room, and we are going to take a quick break.
Good.
All right. welcome back.
Hello, hello.
You have just been pushed through another portal. You are back into the sleeping area of this building. His voice is still calling out to you, though. Now, just remember, don't eat any of those yourselves. Not accusing anyone, but don't do it.
I feel like I really want to just to annoy him, but I don't trust what this does either. So, yes, we'll keep it to ourselves.
Don't worry, you're gonna be
And,
fantastic.
Why does when he says it, it sounds just sends shivers down my spine. And
Because you know
Helena
it's
starts
true.
heading towards the stairs.
Huey follows.
Yep, I follow.
As we're going down, Helena's like, so how do you want to do this? I obviously have the little bottle, but does anyone else want one? Or are we going to try to...
I'm gonna say you've
Splitting this
stopped
up.
in the stairwell to have this conversation.
Yeah, just like stop
Yeah.
halfway real quick, just to sort of...
So, in order to do this carefully and discreetly, as it were, we need a distraction. And I kind of like look up at Ursula.
Of course.
So,
Take a song and dance.
do we all understand what we need to do, or shall I explain it?
I think you
Well,
should explain
first, should I give
Okay.
should I give each of you one of these pellets and you each
How
must do
many?
it? I don't want...
How many guests are in like the ballroom?
It appears to still be the same 6.
Okay.
it. Oh, that's so much more manageable.
Yeah. Well, some of us are going to have to drop a few more, other than some of us as well. So you can give me 2 pellets. I'll take.
Very well, and just pop them out like you would with pills and just hand them over.
Do we even know if they're safe to touch? Do we trust that?
I mean, I don't feel anything. I think we're okay.
He did say they have to be inside you to work, so just don't lick it, and I'm sure it's fine.
This is not food, Kiwi.
Yeah, I got that.
You seem to have the adulation of a certain dwarf. Do you want to take one, Kiwi, and try and give it to him?
Mm. I mean, I'm not exactly the stealthy type, but we could try.
Just
Stare
challenge him
at
to
it.
it. Yeah, exactly. Challenge him to an eating contest or something.
I mean,
and,
I was gonna do that, but how am I supposed to get this into the food?
This is what the
it in a
distraction is for,
Wrap it in a piece of meat.
and offer it to him. I see where you're going with this, Feta. It's also a good idea.
He's not a dog. You don't have to.
Well, he won't know he's swallowing it then.
It's true, but
But if we have a performance going on, everybody will be distracted enough to where we can slip them the pellets, and they would not know or be the wiser.
Remember, it dissolves in drink, so we might as well try to slip it into everyone's drinks.
And we have to make
Yes.
sure they drink it all.
Yes.
Mhm.
Drinking
So maybe
contest.
offer up a toast of some kind.
A toast to finally getting your debts paid.
yes,
Yes.
that's a good idea. That's a very good idea.
A
Let us-
grand toast, and describe it as a grand toast, sort of invent the term grand toast and say you must drink your entire drink because all of us are relieved of our debts. Make a show of
Collecting
it.
your debts.
Yes, collecting your debts, and somehow somehow we have to make them drink their entire drink. It can't just be a sip.
We could all just chant chug.
Don't know how well that would go over, but I really want to try it.
It works really well in taverns, let me tell you.
Yep.
And some of these people don't seem too reputable. They don't seem very too uptight.
I do believe if we get this party going and we act accordingly, rowdy as it were, and drink along with them, then they might be more inclined to drink more of their goblets.
Okay, so Ursula distracts. The rest of us. Actually, Feta, do you want some of these pellets?
Sure. I'll take.
Yeah. Just...
Yeah. I'll take one or two. I don't know how many everybody else is taking.
So I took 2.
And Kiwi has one.
Mhm.
So, Kiwi.
So I take one and you can take one, Helena.
That leaves.
I mean, are there
That
the
leaves one
exact
done.
number in the bottle? Are there extras in the bottle?
There's the exact number. in the
Exact
bottle.
number.
Of
So,
course.
So somebody
I
has to
can
take
count.
2.
I'm real
I'll
good
take
at
2,
math.
because like I say, I'll take the 2. I'll go for the. I just don't really want to deal with the hag.
All
Let's
right,
go,
Hel-
Feta.
All right, Helena. Well, since you're already chummy with
you can almost feel the hag's one eye focusing on you, Helena.
Just like- again, straight back, trying to
Yeah.
look
The
more
gangly
confident,
long fingers just
but like,
wiggling at you, covered in the grease of meat.
maybe.
Uh,
But yeah, Helena will start making her way towards the devil and succubus.
All right. As you approach, it seems like the same exact argument has not lifted any sort of reprieve hit this table. There's still discussion of, of who had the soul first and whose claim on what realm was the deal made. And there's so many odd specifics that they're trying to use to one up each other on who gets a proper claim on said soul.
Do they have drinks in front of them currently?
You notice again a pile of meat in front of the larger devil, but you don't see any glasses or goblets in front of them.
As she approaches, she'll well, that I forgot how much of a piece of work he is. I'm going to get myself a drink. Do you either of you want one?
They both glance at you. The big one speaks, pipes up. Wait, you saw him? Where is he?
Yes. Oh,
Is he up there? He points at the stairwell. Why is he making us wait?
Oh, you know what bards are like. All theatrics and bluster, but no sense of class. I'm going to
He
go get
growls, and the succubus does sort of a lean into you. And what were all of you up to upstairs for so long?
just reminiscing, telling him how much of an ass he was, and how grateful we were that we're going to get our money. The usual.
Give me a deception.
Oh boy.
I'm not going to do well at this. I'm
Fingers
already
crossed.
just sort of turn to look at Ursula, like, please.
Any day now.
Oh god, here we go.
Oh.
A 9.
Oh, sucking. Oh god.
She extends a delicate finger to press on the nose piece of your mask, and like casually pushing you away from them at the table. Like she is not buying it, but she's not gonna make a grand gesture about it. She's just sort of pushing you away by Mask Nose.
I'll take that as you want a drink. And I'll walk off to try and find like a drink, like little pyramids of wine glasses.
There are casks of wine and rum, stationed at near every table. It's if it's not the forethought, it's the second thought of the table.
Oh, well, you already have them. I'll just pour the drinks for you. She's
All right,
not
so-
like trying to like totally get rid of me, is she?
Her focus is again turned back to the devil as they discuss how time is different in different planes. So technically, he was first. And
Oh wow.
Well, that makes it easy for me. I'll wait first. I'll see what everyone else is doing.
So there's
Splat.
the two devils, the dwarf, the old lady, and then there's two others. Who are the two others?
there's a very wealthy-looking human male, and again an incredibly elegantly dressed female elf.
That's right. Okay.
They're set about the table again, looking more and more put out by the time.
I think I'm going to I'm going to grab a goblet of rum, or rather two goblets, or however many I can carry. three goblets of rum, sure.
I
And
trust in you. You can
yes.
carry quite a few.
With my big dwarven hands. 3 goblets of rum, and I'm going to sit down with them and place them in front of me and just sort of look at them and gesture very elegantly as I can.
They both look up at you, sort of doing the read of your appearance. What could you possibly have given him? She says softly to you.
Oh, yes. That is, I guess, a fair question. Me being a dwarf and all. Well, you see, I it was a magical favor of sorts. I won't go into details, but he wanted an enhancement of some kind. Can't really say. It had to do. I really shouldn't say, but let's just say that he still owes me quite a lot.
Her eyes lighten up at the concept of this potentially scandalous enhancement that was done by such a scholarly looking fellow. And she kind of straightens up even further. A nice reprieve from the boredom. No, sit. She pushes out the chair with her leg. Join us. Go on, tell me.
So Thulgrim just kind of like as he nods, he kind of just like hands them both the goblets of rum, and he kind of takes a swig. And well, you see, the poor lad, he came my way one day, and I was there at one of his performances, just collecting knowledge as I do, and me being a wielder of magic, well, he dragged me aside and knew of my renown, of course. So he asked me very privately that his performance in the sack needed a little bit more oomph, if you will.
She just looks aghast by this. Hand him the knife. Are you certain?
Oh yes, quite certain. He it's quite known that in the past, not quite up to par, if you get my saying.
Now do a deception.
Okay. I'm like, what are you gonna call it?
I knew I should have went with. Can't believe I didn't think about saying Helena's a plastic surgeon. It makes so much sense.
This is not where I
No.
thought to go with this, but it just. All right, we're going with this. Oh, what do we have? Son of a bullfrog. It is 10. All right.
Double digits.
Better than what I got.
She purses her lips a little and she goes, you know, we've shared a room or two over the time, and I can tell you I never saw any issues.
Oh,
in there.
yes. It was way early on. This is a long
Yeah,
time.
the fellow at the table is laughing at the concept.
This is a deal far in the past. Trust me. He's, as you know, he's not one to pay his debts quickly.
Yeah. The man at the table, as you say, he's not able to pay his debts quickly. He just instantly grabs the mead cup and says, "I'll drink to that," and just downs it in front of you.
I would like to add that I had slipped the pellets in before.
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I had to say that. Okay.
No. We had that.
Yeah.
I mean, your focus was on her, and by the time you glance, he is emptying this thing just down his own gullet.
And I just kind of raise mine and take a swig. You have a good sense of humor, I see.
Yeah. Gives a little pat to the belly after that pull. Says, "Why wouldn't I? Things are great. I have everything I could ask for in this world. What's your name, Enchanter?" And he continues to giggle a little. The prospect.
Well, sir, they call me Thudrim Runecore, scholar.
Thudrim, he nods his head. You're surface dwelling, yeah?
Yes, yes, quite. I don't dwell too often in the mountains, but when I do, it's quite homey.
You know, the surface is nice and all, but and he kind of leans close into you, trying to draw you close.
Mhm.
How do you feel about the sky?
Are you perchance talking about the city in the sky?
No, much closer than that. You saw that beauty hovering just outside the building, didn't you?
The floating
airship?
ship.
Yes.
How could I miss it? It is beautiful.
Ah, thank you. That was one of my great-grandfather's finest works.
You don't say. Your great-grandfather built it.
Did indeed. We've carried the traditions, and I guarantee we could craft you one just like that if you are in the market, of course.
Oh, yes. I did just see those, but where I'm from, they're not quite common. The sky ships.
I should
Tell
say
me.
not. We're one of the few families that has the skill.
And I'm safe to assume then that is your profession. You are a skyboat salesman.
Salesman. I prefer artist personally.
Oh, my apologies. Of course.
He takes your hand in both of his and gives it a hearty shake. Neville Strider, I'm sure, well, some of your worldly views have at least been in one of our fine ships.
Yes, of once or twice. Quite frankly, I get sky sick. It's not something I like to mention, but
Oh,
there it is.
That is an absolute shame.
Yes, it's my feet stay
The
planted
prospect
firmly on the
with that-
ground.
With that prospect, his hands quickly pull away from your.
Dwarfs like to stay on the ground, okay?
He's
Fair
so
enough.
solid.
Fair enough.
And I kind of turn to the elven woman. And you, milady, you have a debt of your own to collect, I imagine.
She gives a slight dirty stare towards the human at the. Nothing so as crude as the money these leeches suckle upon. No, Tandem, the knife owes me differently. It is his purpose to immortalize me.
Immortalize? In what way?
In his skill of skills. As an accord, he owes me a song every year written about me and then given to the world.
How lovely. That's very poetic.
She nods proudly, her finger rolling across the rim of her drink. 217 by my account.
It's quite a lot of songs. I dare say, then I have heard a many of them. Are not all his songs about you then?
Well, I certainly like to think so, but I know of the ones that are definitely about me.
Intriguing. Well, to receiving your song and being on your grandest journey through life. And he kind of raises his goblet and takes a chug.
Just a quick glance down at her drink. You know, generally I'm not one for mead. It's a bit too sweet. A generous offer that this is. Give me a diplomacy check.
Diplomacy. 16.
16?
E.
Mhm.
No. Well, you know, why not? Tonight it's going to be 218. And she attempts to drink it rather quickly. And her glass is emptied as she dabs the honey mead off of her lips.
And Tholdrum just kind of lets out a jubilous laugh, and he's like, "There we are. We're all lightening up a bit now, aren't we?"
I suppose it is nice to be back here. It's not usually my sort of place, but it does carry some interesting memories.
Are there any instruments nearby I can use for my distraction?
None that you can spot directly. You may have to do some searching if you were to luck out and find
I
anything.
mean, I probably brought mine with me, so I'll just use mine.
I would assume you would.
Yeah. All right, I will start playing a jig to kind of get the party moving.
All right, you're trying to get people more lively, trying to get
Yes.
them. All right. Give me your performance.
Of course, you get
Nice.
a 25.
Of course,
It
he
is
she has to.
It is indeed a lively tune. You don't know if it was on purpose, but with the watered magic on the floors and how these walls are structured, it just seems to just cradle this style of music. It's just perfect.
While Ursula's doing that, I do try and well, is the succubus and devil distracted by the playing
Um,
and the performance?
I'm gonna say that they're both now looking over at Ursula, and they're still sort of talking outside of their mouth at each other. The argument hasn't stopped, but it's slowed down. as
I mean,
the
I
focus
try
is-
and as subtly as I can try and sneak the pellets out of the drinks that I put in front of them. I probably should have done it beforehand, but there you go.
God.
You set the 2 drinks down.
Yeah, if they've got pellets in, if I haven't done it already, I'll put the pellets in without them noticing.
I'm gonna allow that. Once you got the drinks, you just kind of plop them in.
Yeah.
Right? Are you trying to be stealthy about this, or
I mean, if I
casual?
don't have,
how are you?
if I
going about
mean,
it?
I just again with odd bravado just walk up and be like, "There we are, there we are. There's your drinks. A nice mead for yourself, sir, and a nice wine for yourself. Enjoy the song," and just walk away.
All right.
And just
Sure enough, their
works.
focus still on Ursula now, but they didn't forcibly push you away from
Yeah,
the table. Or
like,
anything.
bully me like last time. That's all that matters. I mean, I had a strategy, but it would have not worked. So
What is Kiwi and Feta doing right now?
Kiwi is gonna grab 2 like tankards of rum, and she's gonna slip the bead in one of them, and then she's gonna walk over to the table where the dwarf is, hand him the one that has the bead thing in it, and like lift hers up and be like, "A drink before we eat." I am challenging you to an eating contest in case that wasn't clear.
hey man, clarification. That's important.
His eyes brighten at the prospect of a contest, and a sudden waft of rum as he lifts the glass. It kind of pulls his head back a bit. And then a even bigger smile, raises on his lips as he clacks his tankard against yours, starts pouring it down his throat.
All down mine too.
Get the cheese wheel, little one. Let's do this.
She's just like, bring the food.
Oh, that's a lot of dairy.
Mm.
Everyone's so down. I kind of regret having to like banish them to the shadow realm or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, Feta, what are you doing?
Okay, can I see what kind of drink the hag has been drinking?
You see no drink on her table.
Okay.
You just see various bones that have been picked at and meats that are, there was no dainty maneuver involved at any point of this feasting.
That makes sense. I'll grab 2. I don't know if they're smaller tankards of mead, but Fata's still new to drinking, so like she's a little nervous about this. And then the one on the right, she'll put the pill in, and the one on the left, she'll make sure to like keep in her hand so she knows she's not taking the wrong one. Not gonna Princess Bride this, and pick it up. And go over to the hag and put it down and just give her a big smile and say, "So you're a hag, right?"
What's that like?
What on earth is that like?
Yes.
She glances at you.
It's just go ahead.
Yes.
That's cool. See, I'm from like a really isolated place, so we don't have any hags in the area, and I've always heard these stories, and they just always seem so interesting. Like you always get made out to be the bad guys, but I mean, if someone comes across you, I mean, it's kind of their own fault, right?
We don't do anything wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Just following the deals that we make.
Yeah. And if they don't word their deal right, that's their fault.
Oh, but they always do it right.
There you go. Good.
What are you getting from him?
Money.
Money.
Mhm. Unfortunate, but I need it.
No, boring stuff. Who cares about money? You know what's
Oh.
good? There's a little glass around. Fingers.
Fingers.
Oh, yes. They're tasty. You just pop them in and they crunch. And oh, well, not everyone's fingers, but Bard's fingers. Oh.
Oh, so that's what
He's
he gave
almost
you.
giddy at this point.
That's what he gave you.
I saved him, but he owes me. And
Kind of what
now he accepts his fate, and it's time to collect.
I hope his fingers are good.
Oh, they will be.
Cool.
Seasoned.
Seasoned with what?
That's where the magic is.
Oh,
Like your eyes. She jabs a pointy finger very close to your face. They would be very delicious.
thank you. I've never heard that before.
Mm. Is there anything you need?
No, it's just I've never really been to a party like this either, so I was kind of just hoping to make friends, I guess.
Yeah. Shakes her head. No. I don't go to parties.
They're kind of weird.
There's lots of food.
There is that. That's very nice.
Mhm. But no. Good food. If you she nudges a bony elbow into your side. Mm.
Well, soon you'll have fingers. So this is just an opening.
Bard fingers.
Bard fingers.
Mhm.
I guess that's kind of where a lot of their magic is, right? Especially like once they perform, and probably their voice too. Can you eat voices?
Tongues.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes more
Juts
sense.
that same bony finger towards Ursula out on the floor. Now I know that young lady's tongue would be delicious.
How can you tell?
Smell it.
You can smell it? Well, you must have a good sense of smell then.
Oh, we know things.
Well then, how about some mead to wet your whistle before those fingers? Because I bet it's gonna be great. But it goes good with fingers, you know? Like, I don't know, what would pair with
Lubricates
that?
the throat.
Yeah, lubricates the throat. There you go.
She
Interesting.
nods and wraps these gigantic long fingers around the cup and just kind of empties it into an open maw.
Beta looks slightly disgusted for a second, but hides it behind her drink and then just gulps it all down and is like, I'm going to pay for this later. I just know it. Kind of way. And then puts it down and goes, I wonder if I should try fingers for myself.
I suggest it,
I'll keep that in mind.
but not farmer fingers. No. Nasty
Probably-
things.
Yeah, probably too tough, huh?
Yeah, awful.
Good to know. I'll keep that in mind.
Always look to the wisdom of your elders.
Will do.
Fantastic.
The
I love
sweetest child murderer ever.
Oh.
Does the devil and succubus, do they drink their drink?
They're starting to pull away slightly from Ursula's music to bicker.
How dare.
I know. The fiery passion is there. I'm sorry.
Oh, please don't throw drinks in each other's faces.
It'd be so funny though.
I mean, I have something, but I don't think it will work.
Has everyone else
wonder-
drank their stuff already?
Everyone
Yes.
else's except for those two.
Okay, so we're just missing those two.
So I think we can work. Maybe we can work together to get them to.
Just look
'Cause
at what's left
yeah,
of singing.
let me know when you want me to hit with the toast.
I could cast dancing lights and like create like a spotlight for you.
Ooh.
We could do that.
I have.
My plan is to cast command on them, and that's not going to work.
Oh dear.
I don't think that's going to work. Not at my level.
All right. So then, I guess I'll create a spotlight for Ursula.
All right, sure enough. There's suddenly elegant floating lights on the water, and it just seems to catch and illuminate around her. Magically sounds redundant, but I'm going to use it here.
I'll wait till all eyes are on me.
Given the state of those two, you're going to be waiting a very long time. They, as majestic as you are, they have not looked up. They're actually coming face to face, closer and closer, as they, they're baring, sharpened teeth at each other.
Ooh. Could I do like a theater lore check to know if I know of any plays or anything where there have been demonic contracts involved? See if I can come up with a way for them to settle that.
Definitely.
Ooh.
24.
It is, it is a fairly common tale of someone offering up their soul to a devil for usually riches or wealth or power, not to get out of a location, but it remains that a common enough tale. However, almost all of them involve somehow outsmarting the devil. It very rarely is two devils battling over one soul. This may be something in the future for you to write. That much comes to mind.
I think I'll suggest they settle it with a drinking contest.
All right.
That's a really good idea. Go for it.
Go ahead and approach them.
Oh no, I'll do it from where I'm standing. I don't approach anybody.
They approach
So
you.
valid.
Excellent.
I see my performance is not enough to snap certain negotiators from a dying argument. I noticed a little bit of what you were doing, heard a lot more than I wanted to. You seem trying to circumvent each other using conventional methods when you are in quite an unconventional situation. You keep trying to circle around each other using temporal laws as to who was first, when who was first is now irrelevant. You are in the mortal realm. You will settle this by mortal rules. With a drinking contest. Unless on top of lacking the cunning to outsmart a mortal, you lack the constitution to stand up to one of your own.
Oh.
Rada just lifts a drink and goes,
Yeah.
yes.
Give me a
drinking contest."
diplomacy.
Freaking mic drop.
Come on, come on, come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Get something good.
Nice.
19, it's not bad.
19.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. The larger devil kind of straightens up, tufts his wings so he can look as big and imposing as he can as he looms over the succubus. He says, "What contest?" and dumps the mug into his maw. She glances back. Do you know where I generally spend my time? You think a couple drinks are going to stop me? And pours it down her mouth.
Fatalist at a whoop that I will not be doing because it will hurt. An excited whoop about drinking contests.
And
Hell yeah.
Thuldrum kind of raises his goblet and stands to his feet. Aye, that's the way.
I have to make this about me somehow now, so I'll just start clapping and follow Kiwi's suggestion and just start chanting chug.
Chug, 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 chug.
Within a moment, the devil has already wandered over and is dragging a pair of the cask over to the table. Is, punching a hole into the top and
Oh my god.
trying to pour more into his system.
Alina just slowly starts backing away, getting out of the splash zone. Just like, no.
It's just wide-eyed, like, what the fuck?
You definitely livened up this party.
I'm proud of myself, but I resent
Hell
that
yeah.
the eyes are now on them and not me.
All
I'll
right.
this later.
And I think we are going to stop here for the night. You are left on a cliffhanger. Yeah.
Oh, I want to know what it does so bad.
We did so good. That was
You
so
did.
good.
Very well.
Oh my
Pile of
gosh.
sludge. Turns into turn out pile of sludges, please.
I loved it. I loved it.
Oh, thanks all of you for being here tonight.
Thank you.
All of you are
Thank
awesome.
you.
Had an absolute
Yeah, man.
blast.
Yeah.
Hallie, thank you 100-fold for still being the locomotive that is keeping this train rolling. That was oddly redundant. Locomotion doesn't help a train. It's late.
Now it does.
Yeah. A train within a train.
Helper train,
Bye everyone.
Thank y'all.
See you next week.
See ya.